theoretically anyway, those two should be have the best chance starting up there and with good cars underneath them.
I just have a feeling in the back of my mind, don't discount this man Alonso from doing anything in the race, and his teammate Raikkonen as well. Don't forget, 6 podiums here for Kimi Raikkonen. He was last on the grid and came third for one of those podiums. If you want horses for courses, he's the prancing horse to watch.
It'll be interesting to watch the first lap as well, because Kimi tends to be careful. That's why he finished so many consecutive races. And Fernando Alonso tends to be fairly bold. So, and of course he's behind Kimi on the grid with Felipe Massa, the ex-Ferrari driver, right in the middle of them in a Ferrari sandwich.
Yes, no need to play team orders at Ferrari or at Williams for Felipe Massa for this race. The team say they've sorted out what went on in Malaysia, and they will now move on as Nico Rosberg leads the cars down towards their grid formations. 5th pole in Formula One for Nico Rosberg. Back-to-back poles here in Bahrain.
Sorry, David. Interesting that the people behind the 2 Mercedes on the front row, their first front row lockout of the season, were doing a lot more rear tyre burning out and warming up than they were on the front of the grid.
Right at the back, Adrian Sutil equaling his worst start in Formula One as Charlie Whiting looks to see if everybody is ready. A 5th Mercedes front row lockout since their return in 2010 to Formula One. Whilst they have been waiting for a while, Adrian Sutil slots his Sauber in right now. And we are ready for the 900th Formula One World Championship Grand Prix. 5 lights are on. It's lights out, and away we go. And who's got the best start out of the front? Looks like Rosberg ahead of Hamilton, who will have the inside line into turn 1. Valtteri Bottas just covers off Sergio Perez. Hamilton tries to go down on the inside as Perez locks up, and Hamilton nicks the lead for his teammate Nico Rosberg. It's then Valtteri Bottas losing pace because Felipe Massa has got into 3rd place. We're riding on board now with Jenson Button as Nico Rosberg down towards turn 4, tries to make a move around the outside. Hamilton's got his covered. He's going to have to go the long way round, forced off the track by his teammate Nico Rosberg, but there was no contact made, and it's Hamilton that leads them down the hill.
Yes, and they were both pointing at each other on the grid. They knew exactly what they wanted to do, but Lewis got the better secondary phase to the start and obviously got the right place into turn 1. Perez will have an awfully bad flat-spotted right front tyre. He's got to carry that now until the first stop.
Contact there between Fiat and also Daniel Ricciardo a little bit later on. That Force India is locking up hugely of Nico Hülkenberg. Down into turn 10 they go, but it's Hamilton, Rosberg, Massa and Perez, and then Button and Bottas and Jean-Eric Vergne had a coming together as well, and looks severe damage to his rear right tyre.
Yeah, hopefully that's just a puncture, but he's got an awful long way to go to get to the pit. So tremendous start then for Felipe Massa, and as expected, Fernando Alonso has passed Kimi Raikkonen.
And his teammate Valtteri Bottas, who's picked up 11 places on the opening lap so far this season, now down in 6th place. Dreadful start for him. Kevin Magnussen has Daniel Ricciardo all over his rear wing as down the back straight we head towards the final corner, but it's Mercedes out in front, 1 and 2.
Magnussen hit me again.
Raikkonen in the wars once more, and he's dropped down into 9th place as Hamilton leads Rosberg, leads Massa, leads Perez, Bottas, Button, Alonso, Hülkenberg, then Raikkonen and Vettel in 10th. And look, under pressure there, Fernando Alonso with Hülkenberg all over him, and further back, Esteban Gutierrez just fancied a little go. Danny Fiat can't get him, and there's past there Romain Grosjean in the middle of 2 Caterhams, and that's Marcus Ericsson going through into turn 1. Ericsson pops himself up into 17th place.
And during that lap, Sebastian Vettel passed Kevin Magnussen as the Ferrari. Alonso goes wide. This gives Hülkenberg a chance up the inside in turn 5, but Alonso's got it covered. Those two just seem to be tied to each other with a piece of string for 8 or 9 races now, including last season.
Yeah, maybe it's a good job they're not teammates, but they're really going for it at the moment, as was Jean-Eric Vergne and Pastor Maldonado. That was the coming together that's now forced Jean-Eric Vergne into the pits at the end of the first lap with that damage.